We are bringing you live coverage of our first winter storm of 2025. We have issued a weather impact alert because so far this year, Flagstaff has received under 3 inches of snow, and we are tracking some snow for parts of the high country tonight. We're also enduring our 5th longest dry stretch that we've ever seen here in the Phoenix area, and we have a chance to break that tonight with some shower activity during the overnight. So we do have this weather impact alert through Wednesday for all of Arizona. We're talking wind, and those gusts could reach 65 miles per hour along the Colorado River. That's where we're going to see the windiest conditions. Rain across the lower deserts, snow as low as 2,000 feet, but the accumulating snow will be mainly above 4,000 feet. What you need to know is be prepared for reduced visibility, freezing temperatures also to follow later in the week, some of the coldest temperatures that we've seen so far this winter season. You can see the big radar picture right here. Snow already coming down around the Flagstaff area and extending down toward the rim. And this is expected to continue for the better part of the overnight. The worst travel time is going to be early tomorrow morning, as we will have some snow accumulation overnight, and then we will have some dry time as well during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow is not going to be a washout. Best chances for showers in the valley and also across the lower deserts will be during the overnight as well. As far as our temperature change, we haven't seen the major shot of cold air just yet. Here's where we're at right now, 64 degrees in Phoenix, but you can see down to 29 up in Flagstaff. That's why we're seeing snow there. 34 in Show Low, 26 in Greer, and down to freezing in Window Rock. Temperatures will continue to fall across the state during the overnight hours. Nationally, you can really see where the Arctic air is, and this storm system originated up in the Pacific Northwest. The colder air has already moved into places like Salt Lake City and Denver, and we're going to get a taste of that colder air for the rest of the week. As far as our Doppler is concerned, here's the latest light to moderate snow coming down across the rim country. Heber Overguard extending up just north of Payson, some of the higher terrain along the rim, and some of those snow showers moving toward Flagstaff. We are seeing some areas of rain around Sedona and Cottonwood, Camp Verde as well, along I-17. A mix of rain and snow around Prescott. Those snow levels will continue to drop tonight as the colder air ushers in. Now, across the lower deserts right now, pretty dry. A couple sprinkles out toward the Superstitions you can see on Doppler right now near Apache Junction, but the majority of the valley is dry. And in fact, most of tomorrow, the daylight hours will be dry, but we're going to see windy conditions, cooler temperatures. Our best chance to see some measurable rain will generally be during the overnight. So Flagstaff snow chances. Notice 8 p.m. we have a 60% chance for snow in the area, increasing to 80% at 10 p.m. And then you can see it kind of tapers off during the overnight. We will have the possibility of additional snow showers tomorrow, but in terms of accumulation, we're looking at about 1 or 2 inches of snow, but it's going to fall in time for the morning commute. So we could have some slick spots out on area roadways. Up in Show Low, we're looking at during the 8 p.m. hour right now, 50% coverage of snow, down to 20% for the rest of the overnight. Valley chances are pretty slim. You can see we increase briefly at 2 a.m. So any showers that do happen, likely going to happen during the overnight. And then tomorrow we're just dealing with cooler temperatures and windy conditions across the lower deserts. Western Arizona, by and large, staying pretty dry throughout this storm system. Best chances for snow will be across northern and eastern Arizona. And in terms of snow totals, they're going to be pretty light, but it's also about the timing of this snow and most of it falling during the overnight, which will create some slick spots for the morning drive because temperatures are expected to continue to to drop during the overnight. As far as rain is concerned, you can see pretty patchy across the lower deserts, but we do have a chance to break that dry stretch here in the valley. Speaking of that, 138 days as of today without any measurable rain out at Sky Harbor. It's the 5th longest dry stretch that we've ever had. As far as wind is another element of this storm system. Right now in Sedona, we are seeing gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour, over 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Flagstaff, and these numbers will be going up, even close to 28 miles per hour here in the Phoenix area. Windiest spot is going to be right along the Colorado River. This is a high wind warning. That is the highest warning on the wind scale. Those gusts up to about 65. Interior sections of Mojave County, gusts up to 45 through tomorrow afternoon. We've also added several wind advisories. Now, downtown Phoenix not included, but places like Cave Creek, Anthem, New River, the Superstitions, Gold Canyon, Apache Junction, and down through Stafford and much of Pinal County under a wind advisory through 10 p.m. on Wednesday. Gusts up to 50, and that's going to create some blowing dust as another issue in addition to those showers that are possible during the overnight. Right now, we want to send you up to Flagstaff. We have Gabriella Becerra standing by live. And what are you seeing now, Gabriella?
Hi, Lindsay. Well, we're definitely feeling some of those wind gusts starting to pick up out here, but also the snow is falling pretty steadily now. It started about 6 o'clock and it's been coming down ever since. It's not accumulating on the ground quite yet out here in downtown Flagstaff, but I want to show you these cars. It's starting to make its first layer on some of these cars that are parked out here. Now, we've been hanging out here in downtown Flagstaff all afternoon, really, and everyone walking around has just been bundled up in full winter gear. And let me tell you, you need it. It is super cold up here, but we haven't seen any of those snow plows quite yet, but we know they're already at work. The Coconino County Office of Emergency Management says the plows got on the road as soon as the snow started this evening. They'll be on the roads throughout the storm and even after, making sure everything is clear for drivers. The county plows will also be spreading cinder on the roads as needed to help keep them from becoming too slick. ADOT plows are also out on the highways. They're encouraging people not to travel through the winter weather if it can be avoided. If you do have to travel, they want you to take it slow. Even if the roads look clear, there's the possibility of black ice and slick spots. This is the first big snowfall of the season, like you mentioned, Lindsay, but the director of the county's Office of Emergency Management says they're prepared for what's to come.
At this point in the year, we're happy to get any snow that we can. Encourage folks to come out and play in as much snow as they want to, but let's make sure we're safe and take care of yourselves.
ADOT is encouraging people to check AZ 511 before leaving home. That will tell you if there are any major road closures or crashes. And the roads are something that we'll continue to monitor while we're up here in Flagstaff. Again, everything's looking mostly clear right now where we are. But remember, drive slow, pack some extra stuff like warm clothes, blankets, food, and water just in case you get stuck. We'll toss it back to you now for Lindsay.
All right. Thank you, Gabriella. Live in Flagstaff tonight and into the day tomorrow as well as we continue to cover this winter storm and the weather impact alerts across our state. In terms of wind, yet again, these windy conditions that we're already beginning to see will continue during the overnight. This is a look at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Still pretty gusty, especially across the Colorado River. Again, those are going to be some of the windiest spots. And then late tomorrow afternoon is when we'll start to see these winds begin to die down. But we're going to be left with some very cold temperatures for the rest of the week. Here's our future cast. We're going to take you through tomorrow hour by hour, beginning with 10 p.m. tonight. And that is when we'll continue to see that snow coming down in the Flagstaff area. Notice a little bit of green over the lower deserts. This is 3 a.m. Again, these rain totals are not going to be super impressive, but it is our first possible rainfall since late August, so that's why we are bringing you this update right now. 9 a.m. still a few showers across the lower desert. Snow showers continue along the rim in eastern Arizona. They're going to let up first in Flagstaff and the Grand Canyon, so a lot of the daylight hours in those regions tomorrow will see dry weather, but some snow showers continuing into the midday hours for far eastern Arizona, and even on Thursday across the Navajo Navajo Nation, White Mountains. This is 10 a.m. on Thursday. A few residual snow showers as well. Just to recap, most areas down to about 4,000 feet, looking at about 1 to 2 inches of snow, and it's more about the timing. Most of that's going to fall during the overnight tonight, so slick roadways for the morning commute tomorrow. And in terms of rainfall, rain will be light and spotty across the lower deserts. Not everyone's going to see the rain, but we're breaking a close to 5-month stretch of dry weather. Western Arizona looking to stay mostly dry with this system. Here's the latest radar right now, and you can see snow coming down around Flagstaff and the rim as those snow levels continue to drop during the overnight. Some of those higher terrain places that are seeing rain right now will begin to change over to snow, and a few light rain showers now to the west of the Phoenix area. Doppler radar showing snow showers lifting north of Show Low and Payson, approaching the I-40 near Holbrook and the Flagstaff area. So snowfall rates where Gabriella just was up in Flagstaff will begin to pick up over the next hour or two. Further south on I-17, Lake Montezuma, Camp Verde, we're seeing some rain, and we will see a mixture of rain and snow around the Prescott area. Lower deserts dry for the most part right now, but we could see some showers develop overnight. Let's check in on the 7-day forecast, and we do have the weather impact alert in Flagstaff through early Wednesday due to that rough morning commute. 1 to 2 inches on the ground in time for that. Clearing out for the afternoon, staying windy through Thursday, and then our temperatures do rebound for the weekend. And then here in the valley, the possibility of a few wet roadways out the door tomorrow, and that weather impact alert for the early part of the day. The afternoon is dry, still breezy, and temperatures throughout the duration of our 7-day outlook all in the 60s. Coming up on 12 News, we will have another live update tonight on 12 News at 10. We'll see you then.